kilograms and milligrams and grams. That's a really small measurement. So that's a standard unit of measurement. And what they're saying here is this spider weighs 1/10 of an ounce. That's like weighing nothing, right?
Weighing half an ounce, not even like my whole nail.
Oh my goodness. So this was a really good explanation, I thought, of what a non-standard object, how we would weigh non-standard units against standard units. Maybe we will finish it later. Okay. But right now we have to put on our thinking caps. Everybody put on your thinking cap. Doop. Okay. We are going to put on our thinking caps and we're going to compare the weights of two items. So we did this last week. Remember, we weighed the weight of two different things. We had a stapler and we had a tape dispenser. We measured two things. Today we're going to put on our thinking caps and take it one step farther. And we're going to weigh three things.
50.
Okay, so we're going to weigh, like, I'm going to weigh Jackie, then I'm going to weigh Yara, and then I'm going to weigh myself. And you're going to be able to tell who weighs more without even having to weigh Yara.
Yeah.
Oh, you think? I think you're right. Okay, let's go back to our desk. We're going to start on the smartboard, or on the Elmo. I'm going to put the page in the book. You do not need to open your books because I'm going to read it here, okay? All right, so let's go to our desk quickly and quietly.
Hi, my name is Bobby. I like to get AJ.
All right, you can just keep that there, Bobby. I'm going to just tilt it a little bit.
Hi, my name is Bobby.
All right, come on,
Bobby,
let's
and I
go.
like to be called.
I told you to ignore it. Okay, so all right, here's our this is in our 3, 2,
1 syllable.
who can tell me about these bags? Please raise your hand and tell me if you can describe bag A to bag B. Danny, what do you think?
Bag A is a little bit heavier than bag B.
No. As heavy as. Oh,
Oh, you know what? You really can't. Well, yes. Bag A is as heavy as bag B. You are correct. But what does bag B have with it that bag A does not have? So what do we cross out? Well, yes, we're going to get to that. We're going to cross out bag A and bag B, and then we're left with coins. So what does that tell you about bag A? Is bag A heavier or bag B? Anybody have a guess?
bag A. Bag A.
Bag A. I would agree with you. Bag A is heavier.
I know what it has inside it.
What is inside of it?
Coins.
Oh, sure.
Coins, because there's coins right there, and why wouldn't there be coins in there?
Right, absolutely. So maybe there's
What
absolutely.
if they don't have enough coins?
Okay, number 2. We have a duck, a rabbit, a duck, and a turkey. So, who can make observations? You don't have to tell me anything other than make observations about the scale that they're on. Lucy, can you come up here and do that? So, we see the scales. Tell me what you see here.
The duckling is heavier than the rabbit, and wait, no. The
Try that again.
rabbit is heavier than the duckling.
By a lot or by a little?
A little.
By a little. How can you tell?
Because it's not all the way down.
Okay, how about the duckling and the turkey? Who's heavier?
The turkey.
And is it by a lot or a little? Because
It's heavy.
it's heavier and it's all the way down on the ground. So, which is heavier, the rabbit or the turkey? The turkey. Does everybody agree?
Yeah.
I agree. Lucy, I agree. Which is the heaviest? Is it the duckling, the rabbit, or the turkey? The turkey is the heaviest. How do we know the turkey is the heaviest?
Because we
Hold on, Lucy's up here working. How do we know that Mr. Turkey is heavier than the duck and heavier than the rabbit?
because it weighs more. It's more done than the duckling. The duckling is lighter, and the rabbit is almost the same as the duckling, but and then the rabbit and the turkey aren't going to be the same because the turkey is still the heavier.
High five. You nailed that. That was a really nice description. Okay, so we knew that the duckling was the lightest. We knew that right off the bat because the duck's up high both times. But then the duck is only a little bit heavier than the rabbit. So then we can make the comparison about the turkey. So this is where we were when I was talking about comparing the weight of 3 objects versus just 2 like we did last week. All right. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you understand how we figured out who was the heaviest and who was the lightest. Thumbs up? Thumbs down? We need to go over it again? Or, I'm not really sure. Okay, you guys are looking pretty confident about that. I like that. Okay, so in our next problem, we have some boxes. Am I right in your way, Sam? I'm sorry. You know what? We're not even in the book yet. So you don't. Okay. We have 3 boxes. Box A, box B, and box C. It says, arrange the boxes in order from lightest to heaviest. What can we tell about box A and box B? Andrew?
The box 8 is like the same because the band still is all straight.
It's straight. So we know that box A, with the addition of how many cubes?
5.
Box A plus 5 cubes is equal to box B with 3 cubes. So,
But you got to minus 2 on the box A. Because if you got for box B, because it's not there.
okay, so what is this telling us about box A?
That
I'm just looking for, we know that these are equal. Box A with 5 cubes is equal to box B with 3 cubes. So which box is heavier? Do you think you know, Jeff?
Yes. I think that box B is heavier.
And why do you think that?
Because box A would have less cubes.
Exactly. Okay, so box A needs more cubes. I need 2 more cubes to catch up to box B. So that's what that's showing you is that box A needs more to be equal with box B. Correct? So how about this? Mrs. Turrentine said you guys are taking away. Taylor, you mentioned that. Could we cross out these 3 and cross out 3 here? Then we would be left with A plus 2.
No.
no, you got to take away the 2 on box A.
We're taking away 3 because we have to take away from equal parts, remember? So we have to take 3 from here and 3 from here. Then we would be with B, A plus 2. It's tough. Who's got it? Anybody raise your thumbs? We got it? Or we just, I don't know. Or, oh my goodness. Okay, let's move on to the next one, okay? Box C to box B. Bobby, you want to come walk me through this one? Or you can just give me your, just come walk me through.
C is heavier than B
How do you know?
because C is tilting down and B is tilting up.
B is tilting up. Okay, so we've got B and C. We know that B is heavier than C. We know that B is heavier than A. So what's our lightest box?
B. I mean A.
Okay, so we have A and B with 3, and C and B. And we know that B is heavier than C. Okay? So here, maybe I'll just write it over here. A little extra clarification. we know B is heavier than C, and B is lighter. Goodness gracious. There we go. C is heavier than B. Thank you. C is heavier than B because it's down. B, who's heavier on the A and the B?
B.
B is heavier than A. And this is what I would recommend you do when you're writing it out. Give yourself clues. And you can say, C is heavier than B. I know that because it's down and B is up. B is heavier than A. That one took a little more work because they were balanced and we had to take away some cubes, right? So now we need to figure out which one is the lightest and which one is the heaviest. Bobby, what's your guess?
The heaviest is C and the lightest is A.
Oh, awesome. So we know C is going to be the heaviest, correct? And then we know because B is heavier than A, C must also be heavier than A, which means A is the lightest. So we go, so our thing would look A, B, C. A, B, C. And except for my little mishap on the thing, you guys figured that out really well. I'm really impressed.
ABC.
A, B, C. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Okay, why don't you guys get your workbooks out, open to page 17, and I'm going to help you, we're going to go work through one of these 2 pages together.